Now that we've made the first assembly, what you're going to do next, and we started this on Friday, is you're going to open up the blank title block. And again, that's going to be in your specific assembly folder in the public drive. So when you look at your folder and when you open up assembly 1, please open up blank title block. Okay, so when you open up this title block, obviously there's nothing here, but we did create our first assembly. So we're going to bring that in first. So what we're going to do is click Model View, and in the window here you're going to see that Assembly 1's highlighted. So I'm going to double click on this, and be very careful here. We're not going to do a 3-view drawing. We're going to do an isometric view. And once I click on isometric view, this will bring it right in the window. Okay, so moving over to the drawing view, I'm going to click the slide bar down, and we're going to click on the assembly to make sure it's shaded with edges, and we're going to use a custom scale, and 2/3 scale, or even 1:1 in this case, is going to be perfect. Okay, you can center this, and then you're going to edit the sheet to make sure, right mouse click, edit sheet. What you're going to do is edit and make sure you put your name here, and if you want to get out of this, you're going to also highlight edit sheet, and then go ahead and do a file, save as, and it will keep it in your folder. This is going to be assembly 1. Okay, now we're going to move back. Go ahead and minimize this. We're going to show you how to do an exploded view. Now the exploded view is not too involved, but we want you to watch how this works. We want to actually pull these parts apart. So if I click on Assembly tab and I click on Exploded View, again you've got a box that pops up and it wants to record how the parts are coming apart. So once I click on Exploded View, the first thing I'm going to do is click on one of these parts, and you're going to see an axes command, which allows you to click and drag a part wherever you want to go, either in the y-axis, the z-axis, or the x. So all you have to do is click on the arrow, hold it, and drag the part back. Now be careful not to bring these too far apart, because when we scale it up in the title block, they won't fit. So then I'll move on to the next part here. I can click on the green one. I'm going to drag this, click and hold, back, and then I could click on it again, click and hold the Y, bring that up, bring my next part, I'm going to click and hold, drop this down, click on it again, drag it back, and that's pretty much it. At this point I'll click on the green check mark, and I'll go up here and I'll just do a quick save. Okay, so at this point what I'm going to do is bring this exploded view into my title block. So let's go ahead and open up the title block. You're going to click on this view, right mouse click, and delete it. Obviously we're going to save this as a different drawing. Go ahead and go to File, Save As. You're going to save this as Exploded View. And you'll notice that I'm going to go ahead and click yes to that. You'll notice that your title block automatically updates. And so let's bring in our view. Model View, Assembly 1 is highlighted. Now be careful here. We want to make sure it comes in as an exploded view. So you're going to want to make sure you click Current Model View. Go ahead and click in your workspace. You're going to change the display, and you're going to use the custom scale. I think 2/3 on the scale is going to be just right. Alright, now the next thing we're going to do, we're going to show you how to detail this drawing. So in our Annotations tab, you're going to actually click on Balloon, and you're going to click on each part as you go, and you'll see how the balloons label it for the appropriate part number. And once you're done, click on the check mark. And if I zoom in, you can see you've got part 1, 2, 3, and 4. Perfect. Now the next thing we're going to do is bring in what's called a bill of materials. So again, on the Annotations tab, you're going to see under Tables, this down arrow, you're going to highlight Bill of Materials. And once you click on that, it's going to want to know which view you're referring to. So go ahead and click on your view. And there's really not much you have to do other than click on the green check mark, and you're going to bring this table in and anchor it somewhere near the bottom of the title block. Okay. Now at this point it's up to you. You can totally edit this sheet, and what I'm going to have you do is change some of the styles by making something either bold. You should be able to do that right here. These you could center, and make sure you change to your student name. Now there's really no description, so you could make this a little bit smaller, but other than that, make sure you save this. This should have all your auto balloons, your exploded view, shaded with edges, scale 2 to 3, and your bill of materials. Go ahead and save. And that concludes that video.